The following broadcast is copyrighted by Pearl Municipal Broadcasting for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the written consent of Pearl High School or PMB Sports is prohibited.
Friday nights mean one thing in Mississippi: high school football. You've got a 50-yard line seat to the 6A powerhouse Pearl Pirates right here on PMB Sports. Now, batten down the hatches and hoist the colors. The Sky Family Dental Pirate Pre-game show starts now.
Come smile with Sky.
Well, good evening, Pirate fans, and welcome to Oak Grove High School, where tonight your Pirates will take on the number one ranked Warriors of Oak Grove with a playoff spot on the line. We are going to have a doozy coming up for you at the top of the hour. I'm Greg Flynn, joined by Bryant May, the professor, Roy Harper down on the field. We'll have Coach Justin Hunter for us here in just a little bit. Once again, as you might have seen on that opening shot, we're a homecoming opponent. In this year of COVID, it's delayed homecomings, and here we are again. A lot of tuxedos and beautiful dresses down there, and hopefully we can spoil this thing for them.
That's right, back-to-back weeks homecoming. Almost got the spoiler last week on the road at Northwest Rankin. This trick a little bit longer, and this foe a little bit taller, if you will. An undefeated Drew Causey squad at 8-0 on the season and 5-0 in region play. They sit atop the region tonight, but that doesn't mean they can't be beaten.
No, they absolutely can be beaten. Everybody's got to lose at some point, right? Although we didn't in 2017, did we?
That's right.
So the Pirates are 3-2 in the region coming into this game. Bryant, coming off of a absolutely gut-wrenching game at Northwest, 23-21. We lose at the buzzer on a field goal in a game that, man, we came back from the dead quite literally, down by 12 with 5 minutes to play, took the lead. And I think that gave these kids confidence this week.
Yeah, I know you had a chance to catch up with head coach Justin Hunter on the Coaches Show Tuesday night at Mugshots, but, man, it was a phenomenal response by that team. After we went down 20-8 to score 2 touchdowns within 1 minute. You had the 10-minute lightning delay, which is just so random and awkward and hard to coach through, but the guys responded with energy and effort in the second half all the way down to the last play. Credit to Northwest Rankin on a great kick. But you hope to carry some of that momentum this week against a really, really talented Oak Grove Warrior squad.
Well, they are talented, and they're not number one for not a reason. They've got a tenacious defense, and they've got an offense that can light it up. And as we look at our players to watch, Bryant, there's going to be a lot to look at.
That's right. We've got some of the guys that you'll hear names from a lot tonight on the Oak Grove Warrior squad. They're led first by the junior quarterback, number 2, Kay Barnett. He's thrown for almost 1,200 yards, 1,177 on the 2021 campaign, 20 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. And just a second, I believe the professor has caught up with head coach Justin Hunter, so we'll take a break and sit it down. Professor.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, but I'm here with Coach Hunter. Coach Hunter coming off of just a huge disappointment last week, last-second loss against Northwest Rankin, and coming into a huge task tonight. Number one ranked, 8-0, Oak Grove. How do you prepare your team for this?
Oh, man, I tell you what, we had a great team meeting Monday, and I think as Coach Jonathan Worrell said, man, it's amazing how good our teams come off of tough losses. Seems like every time we've had a tough loss, our Monday practice has been really, really locked in, really focused, a lot of energy. It's been absolutely great, and same thing this week. The only thing is we had a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, and a Thursday like that, so I don't know if that'll correlate to anything just because they are kids, but, man, I thought we've been extremely focused, and, obviously they knew the task at hand, with a undefeated Oak Grove team that's really, really solid, really, really well coached. But we are extremely excited about the opportunity to come in here and play a big region game the night before Halloween with their homecoming going on. A lot of stuff going on. Man, I think our kids are extremely excited and ready to play.
All right. Well, how are we injury-wise? So, are we pretty healthy coming into this?
We are. We have not really any major things. We have some minor stuff that the kids are going to play through just because they're tough. You know what I'm saying? And but nothing that we're going to have to hold out anybody extra for or anything. And we've been really blessed for that. We've had some stuff, but it seemed like we bounced back pretty quick from that. And I think the kids did a really good job taking care of each other and during practice, everything, because it gets pretty physical sometimes, even at practice. But I think they've done a great job of that.
All right, well, I do want to say that I can't explain it, but I got a good feeling about tonight. just from the classroom, listening to the kids talk,
right.
The drive down, they seem really focused, and I think that you do have them prepared and ready to go.
I think so, man. I think our coaches did a great job, and again, I can't say much about our kids and how they're responding. And it's tough for a 16, 17-year-old kid to experience a last-second loss to a division rival and then still be, and one of our sayings is, so what, now what? That happened. We can't do anything about it. What are we going to do now? So, again, just super excited to kick that thing off and see what happens tonight.
Well, good luck, Coach.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Thank you very much, Professor. We'll get back down to you there in just a little bit. But you heard Justin talking about a little bit. We left off with our players to watch, and he was talking about that quarterback that's so good in Cade.
Yeah, Cade Barnett, 20 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions on the season. That's a phenomenal ratio for only a junior in high school. 134 rushing yards, and he's also rushed in 3 touchdowns as well. He'll hand it off a few times tonight to senior running back number 8, Cortland Harris. 78 carries on the season for 585 yards and 5 touchdowns. Most of the damage for Oak Grove, though, coming through the air. And one of the guys that Barnett is going to air it out to is number 11, the junior Tyrell Pollard. 26 catches, 556 yards on the season, 9 touchdowns. Breaking it off at 21 yards per reception is Pollard. And then the guy to watch on defense for Oak Grove tonight, their leading tackler is number 19, Zach Little. He's a junior linebacker, comes in at 10 tackles per game. He's got 11 tackles for loss through only 7 games played on the field, 8 games on record, and he has 6 sacks in those 7 games played. So keep an eye out for number 19, Zach Little. And Zach, his name's Zach, your name's Greg. As we mentioned earlier, the 5-2 defensive front, they are bringing 6 or 7 across the line every single time. And so tonight the name of the game will be pick up the rush and find the hot route and do it quickly.
Do it very quickly, and the big plays are there. Brandon might have exposed just a little bit. The Bulldogs played him to a 24-22 game, but looked really good in that second half last week. And they showed that you can hit some big plays on this defense. So, yes, Oak Grove is number 1, but they do have an Achilles heel. And we'll see if we can expose that tonight. When we come back, we're going to take a look at our offense and who's going to lead us to victory tonight down here in the Pine Belt. Stay with us. You're watching the Sky Family Dental pregame show on PMB Sports.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
Come smile.
Welcome back into the Sky Family Dental pregame show. We're now going to take a look at the Pearl offense as we head into tonight's contest. And Bryant, we've certainly got the playmakers to expose any holes in that defense.
Yeah, this is a Pearl Pirate offense come in, putting up 29 points a game, had a great second half last week against Northwest Rankin, and they are led by the T-Train, and we'll take a look at some of the stats from some of the leaders here on this Pearl Pirate offense. Jamari Thompson, we have affectionately nicknamed him the T-Train. All 240 pounds of that junior, comes in 158 carries. He is the workhorse out of the backfield for the Pirates. 940 yards, Greg. I'm going to predict that he goes over 1,000 tonight. He only needs 60. Feeling pretty good about that. And 5 touchdowns on the season for Jamari. He will do work tonight. Not only will he need to rush the ball, but he'll also need to be very keen in pass blocking as well, as Oak Grove sends pressure off the edge. And then Jerry Johnson, he's the guy who does it all, also known as Jaybird, also only a junior. A lot of upside for these guys as they head into their senior campaign. He does a little bit of everything. 335 yards receiving and a touchdown. 377 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. 5 for 6 passing, 142 yards and 3 touchdowns passing, including one last week. 7 total touchdowns, and he also has one in the special teams game as well, a kick return touchdown for Jerry Johnson. So this is a guy that can do a little bit of everything for the Pirates, and tonight he's going to have to do it in every phase of the game, offense, defense, and special teams. Take a look at the rest of the starters before we kind of break things down a little bit. Shade Foster, no changes there, the senior leader at quarterback against Northwest Rankin, had a great week last week, 11 of 19 for 153 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also rushed for 44, a season high for him in that fourth quarter. The other wideouts with Jerry Johnson, Alex Spires, Jalen Kendrick, and the halfback Austin Arant. Javion Alexander will be your tight end tonight, number 15. And across the front, number 50, Leo McIntyre, 55, Reed Grantham, 60, Hayden Jackson, 72, the senior Colby Spence, and the man in the middle, number 73, Connor Foy.
So the playmakers, and again, I think that we have far better playmakers than Brandon does. And in watching the way that they exposed Oak Grove, that if you can get the ball out quick, so if we're able to, if Shade has just a second of time and he can find Shoto or he can find Jaybird, they are so fast, it's going to be a 20 or 30-yard completion.
Yeah, and we make a living on those little bubble screens that we run, or the quick slants. I mean, you date all the way back to the John Perry era, and slants from likes of Dylan Kelly and Tylen Knight and J. Red Patterson. This year, you got guys like Shoto and Jalen Kendrick and Jerry Johnson. That's what you're going to have to make a living off of tonight against this very aggressive Drew Causey Oak Grove Warrior defense.
Jay Bird is going to have to fly like he hasn't flown all season, and Shoto's going to have to bring the showtime tonight for sure.
I believe it could happen right here at Oak Grove.
All right, well, when we come back, we will talk about the defense that is going to try and shut down this high-powered Warrior offense. You're watching the Sky Family Dental pregame show on PMB Sports.
We know you came in to just get a cleaning, but I think what you really wanted was to upgrade to a whole new set.
So we're out of ivory. Platinum or gold?
All right.
I'll get the platinum ready.
We don't normally use this much Novocaine, but this will make it hurt a whole lot less.
You wouldn't put up with this at the dentist. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dab Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh, yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia blue.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
This is the Pepsi for serious fans and serious eats. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite pizza joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
For the best brands at the best prices, shop the outlets of Mississippi.
I-55 and I-20 in Pearl.
All right, welcome back into the Sky Family Dental pregame show. Greg Flynn, Bryant May here with you as we're just about 15 minutes to kick off between the Pirates and number 1 Oak Grove. And Bryant, this is going to be probably the hardest challenge of the year for our defense going up against this Oak Grove offense. It just reminds me so much of our 2017 offense with as many points as they're putting on the board every game.
Yeah, it has been phenomenal to look at their schedule. 45 points a game in region play. I believe they scored over 50 four different times of their 7 games. However, last week, right here on this field, a very young and rebuilding Brandon defense held them to only 24 points as Brandon fell 24-22, the closest game easily that Oak Grove's had all season. So maybe we learned a little something from that film from our crosstown rival.
Well, one of the things that Brandon was doing well is their linebackers were staying at home, and they really filled the gaps and then read the quarterback's eyes. And so our linebackers are going to play a key in our spotlight tonight. We chose Malachi Porter out there.
Yeah, Malachi had an incredible season. We'll take a look here. Had some of his numbers on our player card. Malachi Porter, he brings the heat and he brings the heavy hitting. 40 tackles on the season, 6 tackles for loss, and he is the guy who can cover running backs out in the flat. Going to have to do that a good bit tonight as Kay Barnett will air it out. And no real big backs for Oak Grove, but a lot of smaller guys. And therefore, Malachi Porter, along with the safeties, could be put out in coverage along with Shoto in his linebacking position. So senior linebacker number 5, Malachi Porter, a guy to keep your eye on tonight. He's also one of the leaders there in the middle of that defense, bringing his experience. Here is the defense that will be stacked up against the number 1 team in the state tonight. Marcus Mosley in the secondary along with Jerry Johnson. They'll get the start at the corner positions. Your starting safeties, the senior Landon Moore, number 7, along with DJ Hudson, number 22. Linebackers to complement Malachi Porter, Tristan Carpenter, number 10, had a great game last week. Jaquavian Shoto, he's the lightning of the bunch at number 6, and number 34, Javius Tucker. The defensive line that continues to get better every single week, led by the guys on the edge, Jalen Nickelberry, number 26, and Nyquez Wade, 42, and the men in the middle, Charles Stevens, 32, and big Jeremy Meatball Jackson, number 99. Your specialist tonight will be Austin Green, who will handle the kicking duties. Shade Foster will punt and also could be seen kicking extra points, along with your long snapper, the senior, number 65, Connor McHenry.
Again, so in watching the scout tape on this Oak Grove offense, if our big 4, which they've been able to do so far this year, can get pressure on Cabe, not let him sit back there and hit the deep throw, and the linebackers cover the underneath routes, much like Brandon did last week, I think we're going to have a great opportunity to at least slow them down and keep them from scoring 40-plus points.
Yeah, and the secondary will have to stay somewhat in the vicinity of their men. We were watching Kay Barnett warm up a little while ago. And, again, only a junior. He's not a big guy. But, man, he was throwing ropes, especially on those post routes and even all the way to the hash marks on the sidelines. So it is going to be a tall task tonight, but we can do it. This is a defense that continues to get better and better every single week. Over the last couple of weeks, we've only given up 33 points, if my math is right, 24 to Northwest Rankin, only 9 at home to George County. This is a different offense, but you have to like the momentum and the way that this team, but especially this defense, continues to grow week to week.
We'll touch on it as we go through the broadcast, but the playoff scenario for the Pirates is pretty simple.
Yep.
You win tonight and Brandon loses, we clinch a playoff spot and keep our hopes alive for the number 2 seed. If we lose tonight, it's an all-or-nothing game next week against Brandon, no matter what Brandon does tonight. So win tonight, and we have an opportunity to clinch. Lose tonight, and it's still alive for us next week. So no matter what, we're going to have a lot to talk about going into the season, into the next week. But, man, we're going to take down number 1 tonight. No doubt about it. And we're going to talk more about it. They'll have the coin toss. We are now officially 11 minutes away from kickoff here at Oak Grove. Stay with us. The Sky Family Dental pregame show continues right after this.
We know you came in to just get a cleaning, but I think what you really wanted was to upgrade to a whole new set.
So we're out of ivory. Platinum or gold?
What?
I'll get the platinum ready.
We don't normally use this much Novocaine, but this will make it hurt a whole lot less.
You wouldn't put up with this at the dentist. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dab Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
Hey, it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. Just like a home-cooked meal, how mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia Blue.
From loans and mobile banking to CDs and checking accounts, River Trust Federal Credit Union has you covered. That's why you owe it to yourself to take advantage of the tremendous opportunity to open a savings and checking account at River Trust Federal Credit Union. River Trust offers lower interest rates on loans and higher interest rates on savings. We can get you started on the road to financial well-being. Let us help you take charge of your financial future today. Log on to our website at rivertrustfcu.com. River Trust Federal Credit Union, improving the financial success of our members.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
When something works this well,
paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee.
You want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a difference.
It was so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
and
for
that a great
so long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
I'm Officer Kyle Carmerdale.
And I'm Officer Alfred Jenkins, School Resource Officer with the Pearl Police Department. And our job is to protect students.
Here in Pearl, we have zero tolerance for drivers that break school bus laws. There are 4 things to know. Stop at least 10 feet from the bus when it is loading or unloading. Don't move until kids have crossed the street to or from the bus. The flashing red lights are no longer activated. The stop sign on the side of the bus is retracted.
When we catch you, you get a ticket up to $750, up to a year in jail, or both.
Please pay attention so every student can get to school and home safely.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
All right, we are about to wrap up the Sky Family Dental pregame show as we await the arrival of our football team out of the field house. Didn't see what the coin toss was because they've stopped doing the ceremonial ones due to COVID, so we'll just have to wait and see when they come out. But this is the biggest game in the region tonight. But, Bryant, we've got another one we'll be keeping our eyes on, another Rankin County battle, huh?
That's right. The Cougars and the Bulldogs going to do battle tonight. That one will be at Brandon, Northwest Rankin. Sits at 5-0 in the region. They will take on the 2-3 Brandon Bulldogs. Meridian and Terry also going to take place tonight in the region on the field. And then the one game that was scheduled to take place tonight but is already decided is that Petal will win over George County by forfeit due to COVID-related issues. And Greg Flynn, I don't think we've had a single week over the last at least month or more where we've not had one game in the region already be decided by forfeit.
No, because we've had, the 3 COVID teams, the 3 teams that have had to forfeit games to COVID have all come like in consecutive weeks. You had Meridian, then Terry first, then you had Meridian, then you had George County. So everybody has picked up, a forfeit win this season just because of the unluckiness of those 3 teams. So it's going to be very important tonight for us to watch the Northwest Rankin Brandon because, as we alluded to before, right now, so if Pearl wins tonight and Brandon loses, we still have a chance to be the number 2 seed because Oak Grove currently is right up top here. The last game of the year next week for Oak Grove is against Northwest Rankin. And if Northwest again, I'm just playing some scenarios for you folks as we get ready for kickoff. So if Northwest Rankin were to beat Oak Grove next week, and we had beaten Oak Grove tonight, and we beat Brandon next week. So if Pearl goes 2-0 and Oak Grove goes 0-2, we're the 2 seed, believe it or not. Oak Grove could go from the number 1 team in the state to traveling as the number 3 seed. Would be crazy in the playoffs, but it is possible.
Yeah, unbelievable. But that's why, it matters what happens on the field, and you're never fully out of this thing. I mean, you got Cherry and George County that right now are basically out of this, along with Meridian. But tonight, there's a lot at stake. And again, even if you lose tonight, there's still a game that will matter greatly next week when the Bulldogs come over to Pearl for the season finale. And at that point, it would be whoever wins that one will get a chance to go to the playoffs. And against top four seeds from each region make it to the playoffs. And right now, Region 3 6A is Oak Grove at 5-0 in region. Northwest Rankin is also 5-0 in region. Pearl is 3-2. Petal is 3-3. As tonight they win by forfeit over George County. And then the bottom 4 of Region 3 6A, Brandon at 2-3, Meridian 1-4, Terry 1-4, and George County at 1-5. But still much to be decided there for those top 4 slots. And then also just for you to understand, as you look at that playoff picture, whoever is the top 2 seeds in Region 3 6A will host the first round playoff game at home. The bottom 2 seeds, that 3 and 4 seed, will travel to the coast to take on the top 2 seeds from Region 4 5A.
I just think it's phenomenal that there are so many open door possibilities for the Pearl Pirates tonight that a victory will keep alive. The fact of being able to host a playoff game and not have to travel down to the coast, good grief, that's huge, especially for some of our younger, inexperienced teams. You can't say that they're young because we do have a lot of juniors playing, but just the inexperience of being in the starting role and being able to play a postseason game at home would be absolutely huge. And then, still, I just cannot. Has there been a time that you can remember when the Pearl Brandon game where we go into that game and it means nothing? It's always been something.
Yeah, I've been a part of Pearl Broadcasting now for almost a decade, and I maybe there's been one, but I can't remember one. It's either been for the region to win the region, seemingly, or at least to conquer and clinch that last playoff spot, and that potentially could be what we're staring into next week. But Greg, tonight, one thing that we'll have to watch along with the professor is, how do the guys travel? This is our longest road trip of the season this year. We did have to travel to Warren Central, which was a little bit of a journey, and then also over to Meridian, but tonight a little bit longer than that Meridian journey. So how do they travel tonight? And also a little bit cooler conditions. It is more football weather, probably maybe a little more unpleasant for the fans than it is for the players.
Hey, the professor, if you're still with us down there, I know you alluded to it. Do we have the professor? Roy?
Yeah, I believe he is with us over there on the far side.
I am, guys.
Okay.
They were actually, believe it or not, saying a prayer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. I just
hey, Roy, my question was that you were talking to Coach Hunter before the game, and you alluded to talking to the students in class this week. What was their mood?
Oh, they were up. Connor Foy, Austin A. Rant, and there was no question in their mind, we're winning tonight. We were talking yesterday in class some, and they're confident. I haven't seen them this confident this year. So I know I'm supposed to be teaching, but things happen.
Yeah. We're going to step aside real quick and listen in on the national anthem. They've just started that. Wonderful job with our national anthem down here at Oak Grove. As I see the Pirates are starting to make their way out of the field house. Ron, I wanted you to be able to finish your thought down there about the kids' mantra this week.
Yeah, we were talking in class, and I just asked them how they felt, and they said, they felt very confident, had some good practice. They were disappointed about last week, but they felt like that they were going to bounce back tonight. And like Connor Foy pointed out, the main thing, cut out the mistakes. If they stop the false starts, the offsides, the
holding,
the needless holding penalties, the blocks in the back, and just make 2 or 3 plays, then we've got it. That was their feeling, and I kind of agree with them. I think that it's going to take a clean game, but it can be done.
Guys, what I do like is Pearl can almost play with nothing to lose tonight. And Oak Grove has everything to lose because they're number 1 in the state. They're trying to stay the number 1 seed. Pearl, if we win tonight, man, it would mean everything to us. But if we don't, we can still win the playoffs next week. We have our rival next week. So it's looking at it that way. We could just play, just lights out.
Absolutely, yeah. There's no risk that you should not be able to take tonight, whether that's an onside kick like we tried last week coming out of halftime against Northwest Rankin,
fake punt,
or some trick plays, fake punt, that swinging gate on the extra point. There's a lot of different things. You should keep nothing in the can tonight, as you can lay it all on the line facing the number 1 team in the state of Mississippi, knowing that no matter what happens tonight, a playoff spot is still on the line coming next week.
Well, as you can see, our Pirates are now huddling up there in the west end zone, waiting on the last few stragglers to get back there, and they're going to come out and to a decent crowd here in the Pine Belt. It is chilly, and given that we have COVID restrictions, we've got a nice group of Pirate fans that have made the trip down. And we've got some Oak Grove fans out here that are hopefully going to get drowned out by those Pirates across the way.
Really beautiful stadium here at Oak Grove High School. Kind of an interesting layout here on the home side. Whereas the top of the home side, you got a double-decker with the reserve seating down low and then some public general admission seating up top.
Here come the Pirates. We're about set. Kickoff between the Pirates and Warriors coming up next.
Are you ready?
Good evening, Pirate fans, and welcome to Oak Grove High School, where tonight your Pirates are set to take on the number 1 team in the state in the Warriors from Oak Grove. Looks like the Pirates will kick off. Oak Grove's going to receive. Greg Flynn, Bryant May, and the Professor Roy Harper with you in what proves to be a dandy of a ball game tonight, Bryant.
Yeah, this one's going to be a big one here in Region 3 6A, the number 1 ranked in the state, and also number 1 in Region 3 6A. Oak Grove at 5-0 in the region, 8-0 overall, led by head coach Drew Causey. Played their closest game of the season last week as they barely eked one out over the Brandon Bulldogs right here at home, 24-22. But they bring a high-powered offense, putting up 45 points a game in region play. And the Warriors will have the ball first here tonight, Greg Flynn.
Our Georgia Blue kickoff is teed up, and it is ready to fly by Austin Green. Referee waiting because the scoreboard does not have anything on it yet. It has zeros. And now they're working on it. So I was just waiting on a little technical issue here. There we go. Now we've got 12 minutes on the clock. Referee looks around with his face shield on tonight. First time I think we've seen an official with a face shield. He's rocking that tonight. Keep this cold wind out of his face, too. It's helping him double. So here's your Georgia Blue kickoff by Austin Green, and it is a little poocher that is going to be taken in at the 46. Nice job by Oak Grove to fair catch that.
And Greg Flynn, we said it just a moment ago that there's nothing that you should keep in the bag tonight, and we come out early with a pooch kick, almost an attempted onside kick, if you will, and I believe that was number 48, Braxton Miller for Oak Grove, that was heads up and fielded that one to give this high-powered Oak Grove offense great starting field position, only 54 yards away from pay dirt.
Well, the great quarterback that they have, Cabe Barnett, leads his offense out. He likes to throw the ball, and he throws it well. He will throw on first down, looking deep down the left side. That ball's going to be incomplete. Excellent coverage by Marcus Mosley to knock that ball away.
Yeah, that was all Marcus Mosley as he was in coverage on Tyrell Pollard, the leading receiver for Oak Grove. We'll take a look at your defensive starters for Pearl tonight. Marcus Mosley, the aforementioned defensive back, going to have a busy night tonight, along with Jerry Johnson, Landon Moore, and DJ Hudson in the secondary. Tristan Carpenter, Jaquavian Shoto, Javius Tucker, and Malachi Porter, your linebackers, along with Nickelberry, Stevens, Jackson, and Wade across the front.
Second down and 10. Barnett looking deep, has a man wide open, and that's going to be a quick touchdown on the second play of the game. Good night, Tyrell Pollard, their leading receiver.
And that's exactly what you cannot let happen. Some miscommunication there in the secondary, and Tyrell Pollard was wide open. You could have hit that guy, Greg Flynn, as we were some 15 yards off of him. Clearly some miscommunication there between the safeties, maybe even Shoto in there at linebacker, and 54 yards later, that was an easy pitch and catch for Barnett to Pollard.
Ouch. So they're on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Oh, kick is blocked. And that will be blown dead, but the extra point, no good. Could loom large later. But for now, it is Warriors on top, 6-0. Back in a minute on PMB Sports.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
All right, Oak Grove is set for our Georgia Blue kickoff. Back deep, Jaquavian Shoto and Jerry Johnson. This ball will be taken in by Jay Bird at the 11. Looking for a hole, coming here to the near side. Spun down right at the 30-yard line.
Good tackle made by number 7, Quentin Sterling for Oak Grove. Let's take a look at your Pearl Pirate offense as they're led out tonight by the senior, number 12, Shade Foster, threw for 153 yards and 2 touchdowns last week in the small loss against Northwest Rankin as they eked us out on that last-second field goal. In the backfield will be Jamari Thompson, who's rushed for 940 yards and 5 touchdowns on the season. Your wideouts tonight will be Jerry Johnson, Alex Spires, and Jalen Kendrick. Austin Arrett will be your halfback, Javion Alexander, the tight end, and across the front, McIntyre, Grantham, Jackson, Spence, and Connor Foy.
First down for Shade will be a handoff to Jamari. He's stacked up and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. We alluded to it earlier, Bryant. They run a 5-2 defense, and they are always crashing the line.
Yeah, you can see it right there. There's not much to run through as those lanes close really, really quickly, and that time it was 48 Braxton Miller, the junior linebacker, who came in and made first contact on Jamari Thompson.
Watch the wings. It's where it's the pressure they get from both of the wings that come in from the outside. Second down, flip it to Jay Bird, looking for a hole, spins out of it, trying to come back near side. He's going to get 3 yards, and that's it, but turns something positive out of something absolutely negative.
Yeah, and that's just the athleticism of Jay Bird to even make that into a 2-yard or 3.5 yard or 3-yard gain, but you called it, Greg Flynn, the penetration from these guys on the outside of this front 5 on the defensive front really going to make it hard, even on that little jet sweep that we love to run, for Jay Bird to get any advantage there on the outside. Thank goodness he's able to pop it back here to the near side and prevent lost yardage on second down.
So a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 7. Shade looking to throw. Quick throw up top. He's got his man. Just out of reach for Alex Spires. That would have been a touchdown. That's what you're looking for.
That's the play you got to have, as Shade was feeling the pressure, and he released a pretty good pass just about a yard too far for the very lengthy and long-striding Alex Spires. And Greg Flynn, I thought from our vantage point way up here above the press box, I thought that had 6 written all over it, but just a little bit too far. And Shade will have to drop back and boot this one away.
So Shade will stand at his 20-yard line. Low snap, gets it away, though. We had a whistle. Where did we get a whistle from? They're going to say that his knee was on the ground when he bent down to pick it up, and the referee is going to mark it at the 20.
We'll see it here on the River Trust replay, and you know what? That's not a bad call. As our guys in the truck get that queued up, watch it right here. We'll see if we can slow it down. As Shade received that snap, his right knee is on the turf. And right there, if your knee is on the turf and you're holding the ball, that's where you're down. And, man, it does not go the way of the Pirates, but great job by the official of seeing that happen. And, again, Oak Grove with phenomenal field position.
So 1st and 10 now for Barnett. Back to throw, looking. Throws a quick pass to the 15. Leaning forward to the 13. That's going to be number 12, J.Q. Gray.
And he didn't have to go far, but K. Barnett with a rocket for a right arm, and he launched that one right out to the hash mark, and an easy 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Oak Grove looking to take an early 2-score lead with just 10 minutes still remaining in the first quarter, and that time he's going to draw the Pirates off sides as Malachi Porter and Tristan Carpenter were coming on a blitz.
So our first Havard Realty penalty of the game will move that ball just a little bit closer. And that's Malachi just bought that hard count, I think, and jumped into the neutral zone and made contact. So 1st and goal now for the Warriors. Barnett, quick throw. They love to throw that wide receiver screen, and it goes in for a touchdown, as it will again be their star receiver, Pollard, with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And Oak Grove with a great play call response to the Pirate blitz. They saw Pearl trying to bring the pressure, and so on 1st down redo after the offsides, that was actually 2nd down, they threw a little wide receiver screen, and from 8 yards out, Tyrell Pollard walks in off the Cade Barnett pass.
This time the extra point is up, and it is good, and with that, the Warriors now lead it 13-0 with 9:31 to play in the first.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
All right, it's been an inauspicious start for our Pirates as they're trailing 13-0, and will get the ball back for the 2nd time as the Georgia Blue kickoff is in the air. Jaybird will take it in at the 3. Looking for a lane, pops through the first wave, gets slammed down at the 21.
There is a flag that was dropped about the 35-yard line here on the near side. Typically on a play like that, it's going to go the way of the receiving team. So we'll see what is that call there after Jaybird able to bring that ball out to the 21-yard line of Oak Grove.
So it is a Havard Realty penalty. It looks like it's going to go against Oak Grove.
We'll take it. They are signaling that way.
We get a great camera angle here in this stadium up top. Look at that. You shoot right down into the action, and we're going to get a hold. Oh, but why was he pointing to Oak Grove then, and they were pointing that way? That's going to go against the Pirates. Good grief.
Second penalty of the night against the Pirates. That time a holding call. and it will back us up even further. And Greg Flynn, we continue to kind of shoot ourselves in the foot. There was an overthrow to Alex Spires, a missed coverage in the secondary, a knee on the ground on a reception on a punt, and Pearl going to have a long way to go on this offensive drive.
Shade going to make that quick throw out to Shoto. Shoto trying to make some men miss. He's going to do a nice job, get it out to the 15, almost the 16-yard line.
You love the play call draw up there by Jonathan Worrell and head coach Justin Hunter, former offensive coordinator. You got the man in motion, and you fake it to Jamari, throw it out into the flat to Jaquavian Shoto. He just really didn't have anybody to block for him there, and the pursuit of this Oak Grove defense slowed that down to what could have been a large gain, slowed it down to just 4 yards.
So 2nd down and 6 now from the 16. Jay Bird in at quarterback. We'll run a little wild pirate here. Jay Bird looking for a hole. He gets tripped up. Will fall forward to the 17-yard line. Pickup of just a yard.
That time Colby Spence and Connor Foy pulling over, as you'll see there, 73-72, trying to open up a hole for Jay Bird. But from the outside, number 19, Zach Little, along with 32 for Oak Grove. That's Chandler Ducksworth, the senior linebacker. They just went right at the feet, went right by the Pearl blockers, and tripped up Jay Bird for just about a 2-yard gain to set up 3rd down.
And a Pearl Pool 3rd down and 4. Shade gives it off to Jay Bird, left side, pushing forward. He's going to get to the 20, but that is going to be a yard shy of the 1st down, and it will bring up a 4th and 1 in our own territory.
That is a big yard there as Shoto came in motion, and Jay Bird was running behind Connor Foy and Connor McHenry, who's in there at halfback position. And I'm not sure if surely we're going to boot this one away. Yeah, we will. Shade Foster, a little bit difficult to tell because he plays quarterback and punter. This time we'll see if we can catch it in the air. Last time Shade caught the punt with his knee on the ground.
This time a good snap. Kick is away. It's going to take a hop, take a big pirate roll, and it'll be touched down at the 40-yard line. So that is where the Warriors will come out. They're 2 for 2 on drives. Professor Roy Harper down there on the sidelines. Man, you blink, you look up, and it's 13-0.
Yeah, I know. It's I'm kind of in shock, so I can imagine how the players are feeling right now. But we're still have the opportunities on offense. We came up a yard short right there, but they can see that there's some open plays available. They're still fine, and they'll keep their heads in it. But yeah, it's kind of shocking.
Just got to get that secondary to follow the assignments. Here, Barnett on 1st down. Back to throw. Looking, throwing deep. Has a man again.
Tyrell Pollard, have a night, young man. Good gracious. Pollard comes in with 26 receptions on the season for 556 yards and 9 touchdowns. And he does come up a little gimpy. Greg Flynn will keep an eye on that as he limps off the field. But he already has 3 receptions tonight for 2 touchdowns. And right at about 80 or 90 yards so far on 3 receptions for Pollard. We'll see if he's able to enter back in as Shoto brings him down after the 25-yard pass.
Oh, 1st down from the 34, the 33 of the Pirates. There's Barnett back to throw. This time he's pressured, but he gets out of it. He's going to pull it down. He's going to run. Get pushed out at the 20, right at the 30. So he'll pick up 3 yards. He's not that mobile. He doesn't run a lot, but he does get positive yardage.
Yeah, Barnett only with 135 rushing yards coming into tonight because he's done most of the work with his right arm, throwing for almost 1,200. But as you see there, he has the athleticism to get outside of the pocket if he feels the pressure and keep it from losing yardage.
2nd down and 7. Look at Mosley right up in the face of the receiver. Jams it. Bad snap. It's loose, and now Barnett's going to pick it up, and there's nobody over there, and he's going to easily trot for a 1st down at the 21-yard line. Man, we had an opportunity there.
Yeah, rough snap that Barnett really just dropped. It wasn't a bad snap, and Nyquez Wade, the guy in there, putting the pressure on K. Barnett. But, man, this long striding quarterback comes in at 6'2", 184, does Barnett. With ease, he walks across the line to gain for the first down as the secondary was way downfield, all in coverage.
So at the 21, it is 1st and 10, Oak Grove. Barnett going to throw again. Throwing it deep to the corner. In and out of the hands, and incomplete. Landon Moore on the coverage over there.
Yeah, Landon Moore was running step for step with Trayvon Moore, the 6'4" tight end for Oak Grove. Not an easy guy to cover it for Landon, but good job with Landon running step for step. Barnett was going to have to put it right on the money, and he put it really, really close, but thankfully for Pearl, Trayvon Moore unable to reel that one in, and that'll set up 2nd and 10 as Oak Grove sits right outside the red zone of Pearl at the 21-yard line.
Let's see who Barnett wants to go to this time. This time it's a keeper all the way. Running left. Pirates trying to string it out, but look at just the long, effective strides, and he's going to get inside the 5. He's still up driving, and he's going to cross the goal line. The pile pushes him over. Wow.
Kay Barnett would not be denied from 21 yards out. He shows you the speed and long strides here to the near side, and then watch him stay in bounds. One cut right there, and then the pile tries to slow him down with Mosley and DJ Hudson. He gets some push from his fullback and just about every Oak Grove Warrior, and that is allowed. And 21 yards later, Oak Grove has come in a flurry and come really, really fast, and it is already 19-0 Oak Grove with 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Extra point, high snap. They get the kick down. It is up, and it is good. And with that, it is 20-0. Pirates got to find some offense when we come back.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
All right, we are back for the Georgia Blue kickoff. Pirates will get the ball for the 3rd time. Unable to move to even gain a first down thus far in the game. Meanwhile, Oak Grove's had the ball 3 times and punched in 3 touchdowns. So something's got to change quick if the Pirates want to stay in this game. And here comes the kick. It is up, and Jay Bird is going to watch it go into the end zone for a touchback.
Been really, really close, Greg Flynn, on our 2 offensive drives so far. One was an Alex Spires potential touchdown pass, a slant route across the middle that Shade overthrew by about a yard. And then last drive, a little momentum in the rushing game, but came up 1 yard short. But got to find something going so far. Just through 7 minutes of play, total yardage, Oak Grove 117 and the Pirates only 12. Yet to pick up a first down. Hopefully we can find some rhythm right here with Jamari Thompson in the backfield.
Going to pull Arant back in on the left side. There goes Jamari. He's into that second level. He's going to pick up 5 yards out to the 25. Again, if you could just break through that first wave, Bryant, right? There's yards there.
Yeah, great job by Leo McIntyre that time, throwing a good block. Austin Arant, the halfback, opening up the hole for Jamari. And he picks up about 4.5 or 5 on first down. You'll take that. That's a good average.
Again, they run an unconventional defense, something that we have not really seen this year. As you see 5 linemen, they come every time, and then they'll decide whether or not they want to send a linebacker. Shea going to keep it himself. Does a good job, and Renaissance Bank's going to move the chains for the first time tonight as a first down at the 31.
Yeah, that time I believe it was a read option play. Shade read the defensive lineman who went for Jamari. Shade held on to it, and a great first down run. First down of the night for the Pirates. Shade, who had 44 yards on the ground last week against Northwest Rankin, which was his season high. A good-looking run there to pick up a big first down and try to pick up some momentum offensively.
Let's keep it going. Shade will throw it quick to Spires. Knocked down, incomplete. Again, that's the kind of play that we're going to try and go for because it's one-on-one, and if Alex catches that, he's got nothing but green grass in front of him. There's nobody back there.
Yeah, Shade put it just a little bit behind him, but Shade was feeling the pressure of number 48, Braxton Miller, who was coming off the edge, running right at Shade's face as he's trying to throw a slant route. And that's a difficult throw to make, just a little bit behind Alex, who was unable to pull it in to make it at 2nd and 10.
Now we'll go strong on the right side as Javion moves over to this side. Shade looking to throw. That wasn't there. Pulls it down. Still looking. Got to get rid of it. He's going to be taken down for a sack back at the 28.
The pressure of this Oak Grove defense is going to be a difficulty to deal with all night long as first guy missed him coming through, Connor Foy's man, and then Shade looks up and he's got 3 Warriors staring right at him. He really didn't even have much time to think about throwing that one away. Thankfully, only loses about 2.5 on that sack to set up what will still be 3rd and long, but it could have been a lot worse than that had Shade not been able to dip his head a little bit and lean back towards the line of scrimmage. Greg Flynn, they're not only the number 1 team in the state because they got a great offense, but they also have a pretty good defense as well. 16 points a game is all they give up in region play.
3rd and 13. Shade pressure. He's going to sling it out. He's intercepted. Down the right sideline. Going to step out of bounds. But it is a turnover. Our first Sky Family Dental turnover of the game. And the Warriors are knocking on the door again.
Yeah, Dontavius Howard, the guy who picked that one off and then ran it back to the 22-yard line, and Howard read that one the whole way. We were sending Jaybird on a wheel route out of the backfield, and Howard never flinched. He knew that ball, where that ball was going the whole way, and he picked it off. And
yikes!
This one getting ugly quickly as it's already 20-0 with 2:20 remaining in the first quarter. And now this first turnover sets up Oak Grove in phenomenal field position again.
Well, we haven't even played 10 minutes yet. Let's return the favor on a turnover here, shall we?
And Kay Barnett, the quarterback, was not even ready to go out onto the field. Drew Causey going to have to burn a timeout, and he's not happy even with a 20-0 lead as his quarterback was not even ready to go play football.
Well, we'll take it with him. Quick step aside here from Oak Grove.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
WPBP and PMB-TV would like to thank our latest sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is located at 403 Riverwind Drive. With over 32 different types of donuts, they can take care of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can now choose from their menu of sandwiches, wraps, and muffins. And don't forget the drinks. Along with coffee, espressos, and lattes for your morning drive, they also have soft drinks, cold brew coffees, and smoothies. The Pearl Pirates run on Dunkin' Donuts.
1st and 10. Barnett going to the air again. End zone wide open. How about 3 touchdowns for that young man tonight? That's Pollard again. Good grief gracious.
Well, Tyrell Pollard came into tonight, had 9 receiving touchdowns on the season. He's gone into double digits here in the first quarter as he was wide open from 22 yards out. Got lost in the secondary, and for the second time tonight, he was standing all alone just waiting on a Kay Barnett touchdown pass.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is low, and it goes through anyway. We will step aside as it is now 27-0. Oak Grove
Hey Pearl
over
Pirates,
Pearl.
this is your staff at Elite Physical Therapy. We are now open next to Hines Community College off of Highway 80. So whether you get hurt on or off the field, we are here to help. We accept most insurances and offer convenient scheduling. With hours from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., we are sure to find a time that fits for you.
So if pain has you down, don't worry. Come see us at Elite Physical Therapy.
Go Pirates!
All right, we're back for the Georgia Blue kickoff. Pirates going to get it again and give it another shot. See if we can get something going. That kick is in the air. Jaybird will watch this one bounce and go out of bounds at the 1, so the Pirates will get excellent starting field position at the 35-yard line.
And at this point, Greg Flynn, we're looking for any source of positivity and momentum as it's been a difficult first quarter, at least first 10 minutes. We're not even all the way through the first quarter. So maybe this starting field position as the ball will be placed all the way out at the 35-yard line after the illegal procedure on the kickoff, kicking ball out of bounds. Best starting field position of the night so far for the Pirates. And we'll see what Jonathan Worrell and this offensive have drawn up as Shade Foster sharing some words with Jerry Johnson and Jamari Thompson, getting them set for this first down play.
Shade's all the way up under center, going to give it to Jaybird. Going the far side. Well, that's something, a new wrinkle, is I don't think Shade has ever been under center so far this year. It was successful to the tune of 5 yards.
Yeah, jet sweep to Jaybird as he was coming across, and good hard-nosed running as he kind of ran through the tackle of number 7, Quentin Sterling, who was able to hold on. But now we've got, is that Jerry Johnson down on the turf? I believe that it is over there on the far side, and that is not what you want to see. They are looking at the lower body of Jerry Johnson, and he appears to be in some pain. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back right here to Oak Grove High School.
Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day at Georgia Blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh, yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia Blue.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
The booth, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so Jerry Johnson went off with some assistance over to the sideline.
Ready to replay?
Jaquavian Shoto just ran for a first down. Hard run by a little Showtime there as he bulled his way through. He was going to make Renaissance Bank move the chains, and the Pirates get a fresh set of downs as they slowly approach the midfield stripe.
Replay's clear.
Hopefully, we'll get a report in a little bit from the professor down there. Shade back under center, going to hand the inside handoff to Shoto. Trying to throw some new wrinkles in here, Bryant. It's different just to confuse that defense, right?
Yeah, at this point, you're just kind of looking for anything that you got in the playbook that's going to produce positive yards. And like a little misdirection you got there. You got Austin Knight now in the game, number 21, running back for the Pirates, along with Jamari Thompson. So kind of running that wishbone offense that we've been running with Jaybird in that spot, and now Austin Knight will fill that.
There's a handoff inside to Jamari. He carries it over midfield. And we are in Warrior territory for the first time tonight at the 49. but we're going to have a Pearl Pool 3rd down and 6.
It's an offense that you've seen the Pirates run over the last couple of weeks. We started it a few weeks ago against George County at home. Saw a lot of momentum with it that week. Rolled it out a little bit last week on the road against Northwest Rankin in that 2-point loss. And clearly Justin Hunter feeling that we need something different here as we're going to get a timeout. Actually, it's going to be the end of the first quarter, and that will set us up for this 3rd down after the break.
Well, 27-0. Oak Grove has put us in a hole. We've got to try and dig our way out. We'll find out in the second quarter coming up next.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
The booth.
Pirates facing a 3rd down and 6.
Go to 6. All that's down.
So we're going to go a little more traditional set now.
Yeah.
Shade back in the shotgun with Jamari. Shade back to pass. He's just had 0 time. He got swallowed up. That man looked untouched, and that is a sack back into Pirate territory at the 43.
Yeah, that time number 95, Jamal Lee, 6 foot, 210 pound senior defensive lineman.
See if that makes any difference.
No one was on him as they sent the numbers, and we didn't have the numbers to slow him down, and Shade going to be forced to punt yet again.
Dealing with Roy.
Shade will stand at his 30.
Try to find Harper and get him a different pack. See if that makes any difference.
Good snap. Kick is away. It will be taken in at the 20. Going far side, and a great tackle on that far side by Landon Moore.
Ready?
Good coverage. Nice job, Landon.
Take a look at some of the numbers through the first quarter. We won't look at many of them. They're a little difficult to digest. First downs is 5-2. Oak Grove with the lead there. Rushing yards, Oak Grove with 33, Pearl with 31. But here's the difference. Oak Grove 118 yards through the air to Pearl's 8. And total yardage through the first quarter, 151 for Oak Grove, 35 for Pearl. The Pirates yet to find momentum offensively here tonight.
You shouldn't hear me on the TV.
So the Warriors have been 4 for 4 on drive, scoring 4 touchdowns. Their only hiccup is they missed an extra point. There's a pass over the middle. That ball's caught. How in the world did he catch that? Good night. And it's going to be a big gainer down to the 17-yard line. Where are they going to mark that ball? But that was nearly an interception.
Unbelievable. Landon Moore came over from his safety spot and got his hand on the ball, but the ball still goes through his arms into the arms of number 3, Trayvon Moore, who carries it 63 yards down the field to the 17-yard line.
Well, they're going to mark it back. They're actually going to give him the 20, the 17 now.
Everything going Oak Grove's way.
Man, Landon got a hand on it, and the guy bobbled it. Barnett back to pass, looking, throwing, wide open here in the flat at the 10, spinning, drives to the goal line, and that is a touchdown for Raheem Fairley.
There is no shortage of weapons for Drew Causey, and this number 1 ranked Oak Grove Warrior team is showing their firepower here early and often in this one. That time a 17-yard pitch and catch to Raheem Fairley, and Kay Barnett has now thrown for 4 touchdowns in the first 14 minutes of this game.
Here's extra point. It's down, it's up, and it is good. It is now 34-0. 10 minutes to go in the first half.
So you've injured your shoulder or your knee? And of course, you want the best care and the best doctor available. The doctor on the left treats shoulders and knees and ankles and hands, while the Mississippi sports medicine doctor on the right specializes in one body area and one area only, treating thousands of patients a year. Trust your medical care to one of our true specialists. Mississippi Sports Medicine. We specialize for you.
Pirates ready to receive the ball for another try as Oak Grove 5 for 5 on their possessions with touchdowns. Pirates looking to get something going offensively. As that kick is in the air, will be taken on the far side by Shoto at the 5. Crosses the 20, 25. Nice return by Shoto as he gets it out to the 31. Just find something positive over there.
A long road trip, a cold night. The number 1 ranked team in the state on the other side, and it's been a rough go at it early here for the Pirates. We'll see if they try to go back to that wishbone offense. Looks like instead we're going to spread it out. Alex Spires, Jalen Kendrick, and Austin Arendt, the halfback, who's a little lost in where he's supposed to be in this formation. Justin Hunter gets him set, and Shade Foster will take the snap from the pistol.
And that ball off to Jamari. He's met, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back just over the 30-yard line.
Official's going to stop the play. Do not see a flag down on the field, but there's some kind of discussion that's going on. They're going to bring in the linesman from the far side over on the...
Oh, there is a flag down here on the near side.
Okay, you're right. I do see it at the 31-yard line.
And I'm going to guess that was...
It was a call on the Pirates.
Or
that'll
an
be
illegal
there.
formation. I'm probably guessing that, since that's why it wasn't marked a dead ball. Bet it was illegal formation because they just didn't know where they were supposed to get set up. You know, you had Alexander and Arendt moving around.
Yep.
So they'll move that ball back to the 27. Havard Realty penalty. Now we're going to shift, go heavy on the left side. Bit of a hard count. Nearly got Oak Grove to jump, but they got back. Shade handed off to Jamari. Jamari not a lot there, but he finds a way to get it to the 30. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Again, this Oak Grove defense plays this 5-2 set with 5 linemen across the front, often bringing in additional linebackers as well. So they are man-to-man on the outside right now with Kendrick, Spires, and Shoto. And it's basically athlete on athlete, and they're betting that their athlete's better than yours.
There's Jamari again, trying to get past that first wave. He's successful out to the 34, and that's going to make it a Pearl Pool 3rd down and 8.
Good hard-nosed running that time. Great job by the offensive line pulling around. I believe that was maybe Hayden Jackson and Connor Foy. And those linebackers for Oak Grove came up and hit him, but good job by the big guys opening up holes, and Jamari followed the lane. But it's still going to be 3rd and long after the penalty on first down set us back.
Well, 3rd and 8. Shade trying to throw that screen. That's not going to do it. It was there, but Jamari was gobbled up back at the 31. And that's what you need to do to succeed against this defense. Unfortunately, Jamari just doesn't have like that breakaway speed to be able to do that, because you see there's nothing but green grass out there.
Yeah, it was a perfectly executed play by the Pirates, but it was also a perfectly read and played down by Chandler Ducksworth, the senior linebacker. He read screen all the way, and I don't know if it mattered if it had been Shoto or Johnson. There was no speed that was outrunning the coverage of Ducksworth.
This punt by Shade's going to be taken in at the 36. Spins out of a tackle, still alive. Finally going to be wrapped up and taken to the ground there by Malachi Porter. And it will be Oak Grove football at the 33.
Shifty run back there by the junior, number 86, Foster Mitchell for Oak Grove, as he broke 2 or 3 tackles running in circles there against the Pirates, but really only nets about 2 yards out of it. Good job by the special teams in pursuit. And here comes that man again, Kay Barnett, who has had a phenomenal night already through the air and also on the ground.
Barnett looking, going to fire deep on the post. That ball, that is complete to the 29-yard line. His receivers just don't drop anything, do they?
They don't drop it, and he puts it right where he has to. That time, surprise, a whole new man. Number 18, Jordan Coleman, that time on the 60-yard reception again. 40-yard reception that time. And Kay Barnett, Greg Flynn, we talked about it as we watched him in warm-ups.
He's got a tremendous arm.
He has a phenomenal touch and spiral and power behind that ball, and he is showing it here in live action.
First down, bobbles the snap, throwing it out to the flat. That was open. He threw it too high. That was to his back Harris, who is, we talked about the running backs being very undersized, very short, and that ball was just thrown a little too high for him.
And I'm just glad Kay Barnett showed that he's human, and he does miss passes. That one just a little bit high for Harris, and that'll set up second down. Kay Barnett spending most of his night in the pistol with anywhere from 3 to 5 wideouts.
Just not getting pressure on him that's letting him sit right there. There's a run. They don't do it very often, and there goes Harris inside the 30 to the 28.
Good job by Jalen Nickelberry and Charles Stevens. Running containment on the running back, Cortland Harris. And that will set up a unfamiliar sight for Oak Grove so far through a quarter and a half. A third down.
A 3rd and 9, no less. So the Pearl Pool, 3rd down, chance for the defense to make a stop here. There goes Pollard in motion. He's looking for him. Flushed out. Still directing traffic. Throws it over the middle, and a good play by DJ Hudson to knock that ball down. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, big play on a big 3rd down right there by DJ Hudson as Kay Barnett was forced out of the pocket by Jeremy Jackson. Had to kind of throw across his body as he was directing traffic down the field. He was looking for his running back, Cortland Harris. But DJ Hudson came up from his safety spot, read it all the way, and did exactly what you asked him to do, knock it down. But Oak Grove with a 27-0 lead. They're not even slowing down. They're going to keep the pedal to the metal here on 4th down. It looks like they're going to go for it, Greg Flynn.
Oh, why not? I mean, you're up 34-0. Give it a shot. 4th down and 9. Pirates a chance to get a turnover on downs. This would be nice. But we're going to get a timeout first by Coach Causey. We'll go side by side. Hopefully the Pirates can stand tall here.
When Pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshot's Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshot's proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
For the best brands at the best prices, shop the outlets of Mississippi. I-55 and I-20 in Pearl.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
All right, Coach Causey has changed his mind, and he's going to send on the field goal unit. Michael Owens will attempt a 45-yard field goal. Snap is down, kick is up. It's long enough.
Wow.
It is indeed good enough.
Off the crossbar and in.
30.
And everything, Greg Flynn, is going Oak Grove's way.
37-0. Look at this ball. Kind of gets held up in the wind right there, and it's.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was not the crossbar. It was the net.
And I thought I had bad eyes. That was plenty long enough. You got the young eyes, man.
Wow.
37-0.
They don't have a weak point, do they?
No. At least not yet. We haven't exposed it yet. Our offense will give it another shot, though. See if we can get some points, something positive going.
Good news, we don't have an official report yet, but Jerry Johnson is on the exercise bike, kind of stretching out his legs over on the far side. So
who's that back there with Shoto?
That is Jalen Kendrick.
Well, this one's going to go to Shoto at the 1. Bring it out over the 10, over the 20. Breaks it, and once again the Pirates will get the ball out across the 30-yard line at the 31. That's where they started the last drive. Hopefully we can make something positive happen here.
Good hard running out. Quavian Shoto. He and Jerry Johnson, the guys who typically drop back on special teams. Jalen Kendrick now filling that slot.
They're on the River Trust replay. Saw some shifty moves there by Shoto. Shade back in the shotgun. Looking to throw, gets enough time, throws it deep, one-on-one, Spires just out of his reach, incomplete. And those are the shots you have to take. Again, Shade got some good blocking that time, had a second to wait, and then you hope your man can beat him one-on-one downfield. That one just out of the reach of Spires.
Update from the other big game happening in Region 3 6A. The Bulldogs of Brandon lead the Cougars of Northwest Rankin 21-14 in the second quarter.
Second down. Shade's going to keep it himself. He's going the right side. He's got room out to midfield. Shade Foster. Renaissance Bank move the chains on the legs of Shade.
Shade Foster showing his athleticism the last couple of weeks as he's already had a big run for a first down tonight. That time, a little read option, keep it to the outside. Good job by Connor McHenry holding the block on the far side there. And Shade outrunning this Oak Grove defense all the way out to midfield for a Pirate first down.
Hey, I like to look at it this way. We're down 37-0, but it could be the greatest comeback in Pearl Pirate football history.
The forever optimist.
1st and 10, the Pirates. There goes Shade. Little swing pass. There's Shoto in the open field. Out of bounds at the 40. Pirates on the move now into Warrior territory.
Watch this throw here by Shade Foster. Not far, but such a difficult throw and such a difficult catch to make. Jaquavian Shoto is on the move in motion. Shade has to throw it behind him, and Shoto has to reach back over his shoulder to catch it. Great job by Jaquavian Shoto. Good block by Alex Spires, and another Pirate first down.
So thank you, Renaissance Bank, for the first down. And we moved as Shade fooled his own offense as he called the hard count and then looked over to the sidelines, but we'd already jumped. So we'll get us a Havard Realty 5-yard penalty. Moves us back to the 45. So first down and 15. Shoto checks out. Arant comes in. Spires and Kendrick will trade sides. And we're going to get another whistle and a timeout by Pearl. We'll take it with them. 37-0, 2:25 to play in the first half.
The Pearl Pool is a proud sponsor of Pirate football. Located in the heart of the city, 3500 Dawn Drive, the Pearl Pool offers everyone a safe, convenient place to swim and host parties. Affordable memberships are available, and walk-ups are always welcome. It's also a great place for pirates to take swimming lessons before they hit the high seas. And when the temperature heats up, make plans to cool off at the Pearl Pool.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
This is the Pepsi for serious fans and serious eats. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite pizza joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
First and 15. Shade will throw. Has his man wide open. Over the middle. Arrgh! Alex Spires.
The play we've been looking to hit all night long, and it's been really close a couple of times. That time a wide open Alex Spires. A beautiful ball by the senior Shade Foster. And 45 yards later, it's a touchdown for the Pirates. As we get on the board, and defensive back fell in the back leg of Alex Spires there. Looked like he was a little gimpy coming off, but he's still in on the extra point. As the Pirates put 6 on the board, looking to add an extra point.
That kick is up, and it is good. And the Raising Canes touchdown. Foster to Spires makes it 37-7 with 2:13 to play before halftime.
At Raising Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open, and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to RaisingCanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
All right, we're getting ready for the Georgia Blue kickoff. Hopefully, the defense can slow down this Oak Grove offense. They've scored points on every possession of the first half thus far.
Austin Green looks like going to pooch it again as he's only a few steps away from the football. Oak Grove has brought their special teams up tight.
And we will pooch it. It'll be taken in at the 29. No fair catch called, but a nice tackle by Shoto over there will put Oak Grove at the 31.
Yeah, great job by Jaquavian and Shoto getting down there quickly, as that was the kind of kick that fell to the turf last week at Northwest Rankin and was recovered by Andrew Arant. But this time, good coverage to slow down the return from Oak Grove. And Greg Flynn, this Oak Grove offense came in 45 points a game in region play, already 37 here with 2 minutes to play before halftime.
Oak Grove with 5 touchdowns on their first 5 possessions. Last one ended in a field goal. There's a little jet pass. The Pirates are there. Malachi, he was down, was he not?
Wow.
Now he's down. The ball was loose. I don't know how he wasn't down that first time. But he'll actually lose yardage. All that running for no gain. So let's see if he does indeed touch the ground on this one. I'm glad he didn't, because they're going to wind up giving him a loss. I can't see.
Yeah, you can't tell at the bottom of the pile there. Malachi Porter's right there on top of him. Cade Barnett now 10 of 13 for 237 yards and 4 touchdowns.
But that one was no gain at least.
That one was the least productive one of the night. That goes
for no gain. There's a handoff going to the outside. And on that far side, it's Jalen Kendrick in the game that will, well, it looks like they're going to be right at the first down marker at the 41. And they will move the chains. Yeah. First down, Oak Grove.
First time this season we've seen Jalen Kendrick in there on defense, as he's playing that cornerback position where Jerry Johnson would normally fill. Again, Jerry Johnson went out earlier in the second quarter. He is sitting on the bench right now, not receiving medical attention. No official diagnosis yet, but it does not appear to be super serious.
No. On first down, there's a missed tackle in the backfield. There's Harris driving out to the 46. That's going to be a pickup of 5. Boy, that could have been a nice loss.
Yeah, Jaquavian Shoto came in, and he was kind of going for the hit, but he did not wrap up along with the hit. And Cortland Harris is not a big guy, but he's strong enough to withstand the hit, and he spins around to turn that into about a 4.5-yard gain. There will be a penalty here as we wait on the official call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Oak Grove. So we're going to back this up on the Havard Realty penalty, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And it's going to move the ball all the way back to the 31. So it will be 2nd down and 20 now.
Only the second penalty of the night on Oak Grove, and Drew Causey, not sure if he called timeout or if he's going to go ahead and make his.
No, he's getting an explanation.
On what happened.
Timeout. All right. We can go side by side with them as they discuss this penalty.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
We're back. Coming out of the timeout. Drew Causey did not win his argument. Big surprise there, and the penalty will stand. So instead of 2nd down and 5, it's 2nd down and 15 after the penalty. Just 23 seconds now left here in the first half. Pirates just want to hit the halftime with this score. Don't give up a big play. Pearl does receive the second half kick. There's an inside handoff. And we'll stack him up, put him down. DJ Hudson in there around the legs, as is Jalen Nickelberry.
That time it was number 9, not number 8. Eugene Newell on the rush there. Good job by Jeremy Jackson getting penetration to force Newell to pop here to the near side, and looks like that will be what brings us to halftime as the clock hits triple zeros to end the first 2 quarters.
Roy Harper, are you back online?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Roy, so we hit the halftime break now, and man, what do you do down there?
Guys, I don't know. This is it's shocking. I'm breaking up really bad, but I don't know what to think of this. The guys, they kind of looked defeated earlier, but after scoring that last touchdown, or the only touchdown, they kind of got up a little bit and seemed to be coming back around. The coach is having a little talk with them right now, trying to get them pumped up, and I'm sure he'll give them one of his famous halftime speeches.
Roy, I'm holding out for the greatest comeback in the history of Pearl Pirate football. Okay, Roy didn't hear that. He'll hear that when we come back. All right, we've reached the halftime break. It is Oak Grove 37, the Pirates 7. You're watching Pirate Football on PMB Sports.
It starts out as one of those things you're going to do one of these days. A new town, a new adventure. When one day becomes today, we'll be there to help you write the next chapter in the book of you, with options to make your banking fit your life, no matter how much of an adventure your life may be. Trustmark, people you trust, advice that works.
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's four-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a four-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a pirate.
At Raising Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to raisingcanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
I'm Officer Kyle Carmerdale.
And I'm Officer Alfred Jenkins, School Resource Officer with the Pearl Police Department, and our job is to protect students.
Here in Pearl, we have zero tolerance for drivers that break school bus laws. There are 4 things to know. Stop at least 10 feet from the bus when it is loading or unloading. Don't move until kids have crossed the street to or from the bus. The flashing red lights are no longer activated. The stop sign on the side of the bus is retracted.
When we catch you, you get a ticket up to $750, up to a year in jail, or both.
Please pay attention so every student can get to school and home safely.
WPBP and PMB TV would like to thank our latest sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is located at 403 Riverwind Drive. With over 32 different types of donuts, they can take care of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can now choose from their menu of sandwiches, wraps, and muffins. And don't forget the drinks. Along with coffee, espressos, and lattes for your morning drive, they also have soft drinks, cold brew coffees, and smoothies. The Pearl Pirates run on Dunkin' Donuts.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
Life is hard, crazy, and chaotic, but you weren't designed to do life alone. The Exchange is a church family in the heart of Pearl that exists to see people exchange their old life for new life in Christ and live out their purpose. We're a family built on truth, hope, and love that realizes no one is perfect. We're a family you can belong to. Join us for our gathering Sundays at 9:30 or 11 a.m. in person or online. Why live life alone when you can experience the joy of family?
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey.
They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
When you're ready to make a move in pirate country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
Welcome back into Oak Grove High School. We're here on the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show, where the Oak Grove Warriors lead your Pearl Pirates 37-7 at the half. We'll bring you some other scores and updates from around the state tonight. Region 3 6A, the other big game that's happening. The Brandon Bulldogs tonight playing host to Northwest Rankin. Northwest Rankin 5-0 in Region 3 6A. And the Bulldogs right now lead the Northwest Rankin Cougars 21-14 at the half. Meridian also playing Terry tonight in the region. Do not have an update from that one. And then the other region game that was scheduled for tonight that has already been decided between the Petal Panthers and George County. Petal wins that one via forfeit. George County dealing with their second straight week of COVID-related issues. And so Petal will pick up the win tonight in that region game. A few other games happening from around the state that you may have interest in. Madison Central playing cross-county rivalry tonight against Germantown. Both those teams now in 6A, and Madison Central, the Jaguars lead the Mavericks 17-0 here at halftime. South Panola, another Region 2 6A game. South Panola Tigers tonight playing at Warren Central, and the Tigers lead the Vikings right now 21-14 at half. South Panola over Warren Central 21-14. And then another game happening in the northern part of the state, pretty big rivalry between Hernando and Oxford. Hernando right now leading the Oxford Chargers 20-10 at the half. Hernando 20 and Oxford 10. Again here, live from Oak Grove High School, it's Oak Grove Warriors 37, your Pearl Pirates 7. Keep it right here as we'll bring you some stats from the first half and get ready for the second half action here on the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show.
We know you came in to just get a cleaning, but I think what you really wanted was to upgrade to a whole new set.
So we're out of ivory. Platinum or gold?
All right.
I'll get the platinum ready.
We don't normally use this much Novocaine, but this will make it hurt a whole lot less.
You wouldn't put up with this at the dentist. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dab Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day at Georgia Blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh, yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here at Georgia Blue.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, Try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
This is the Pepsi for serious fans and serious eats. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite pizza joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
For the best brands at the best prices, shop the outlets of Mississippi. I-55 and I-20 in Pearl.
From loans and mobile banking to CDs and checking accounts, River Trust Federal Credit Union has you covered. That's why you owe it to yourself to take advantage of the tremendous opportunity to open a savings and checking account at River Trust Federal Credit Union. River Trust offers lower interest rates on loans and higher interest rates on savings. We can get you started on the road to financial well-being. Let us help you take charge of your financial future today. Log on to our website at rivertrustfcu.com. River Trust Federal Credit Union, improving the financial success of our members.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
I'm Officer Kyle Carmerdale.
And I'm Officer Alfred Jenkins, School Resource Officer with the Pearl Police Department. And our job is to protect students.
Here in Pearl, we have zero tolerance for drivers that break school bus laws. There are 4 things to know. Stop at least 10 feet from the bus when it is loading or unloading. Don't move until kids have crossed the street to or from the bus. The flashing red lights are no longer activated. The stop sign on the side of the bus is retracted.
When we catch you, you get a ticket up to $750, up to a year in jail, or both.
Please pay attention so every student can get to school and home safely.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
Life is hard, crazy, and chaotic, but you weren't designed to do life alone. The Exchange is a church family in the heart of Pearl that exists to see people exchange their old life for new life in Christ and live out their purpose. We're a family built on truth, hope, and love that realizes no one is perfect. We're a family you can belong to. Join us for our gathering Sundays at 9:30 or 11 a.m. in person or online. Why live life alone when you can experience the joy of family?
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
All right, welcome back into Oak Grove High School where we're getting ready for the second half. There's about 4 minutes left on the clock. We've got some statistics here for you that are, well, I'll tell you, I've never seen statistics like this at halftime of a game for Oak Grove. That's something to say, right?
Yeah, it has not been a first half that has gone our way. Again, on the road tonight in region, but playing the number 1 ranked team in the state of Mississippi, and that's by everybody's polls. 8-0 Oak Grove Warriors, 5-0 in region play. And we'll bring you some of your first half statistics here on the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. Team statistics first, Oak Grove with 9 first downs, the Pirates with 5. Third down efficiency, Oak Grove 0 for 1, the Pirates 0 for 5. Rushing, Oak Grove with 55 yards on the ground, the Pirates with 64. Here's where the difference is made. Oak Grove with 237 yards through the air in the first half, the Pirates with 45. Total offensive yardage through the first 2 quarters, Oak Grove 292, the Pirates 105. Penalties, Oak Grove with 1 for 15, the Pirates with 3 for 15. Take a look at some of the individual numbers tonight, and they are standout numbers, especially on the Oak Grove side of things. Kay Barnett, 10 of 14 for 237 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Shade Foster, 4 of 8, 45 yards, 1 touchdown, and he also has 1 pick in the first half. Rushing-wise, Kay Barnett, the leading ball carrier for Oak Grove. He's got 3 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown. Cortland Harris, 1 carry for 5 yards. Eugene Newell, 2 carries for 17 yards. For the Pirates, leading carrier is actually Shade Foster. Shade Foster with 2 carries for 25 yards. Jamari Thompson has carried it the most, 6 carries but only 11 yards. Jamari came in averaging 6 yards a carry. He's at 1.8 tonight. Jerry Johnson, 3 carries for 9, and Jaquavian Shoto, 3 carries for 19. Finally, receiving-wise for Oak Grove, Tyrell Pollard, the leading receiver, has had a night. He's had a night's worth of statistics in a first half. 4 receptions, 111 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's averaging 28 yards per catch. J.Q. Gray, 2 catches for 7. Trayvon Moore, 1 catch for 63. Jordan Coleman, 1 catch for 38. Raheem Fairley, 1 catch for 17 and a touchdown. And Cortland Harris has 1 catch for 1 yard. For the Pirates, receiving-wise, we have 4 different guys with 1 catch apiece. Actually, 3 different guys, Jerry Johnson, Alex Spires, and Jaquavian Shoto. Alex Spires, the only one with really any yardage to talk about. He's got the 1 catch for 45 yards and the 1 touchdown for the Pirates. And then defensively for the Pirates tonight, they're led in tackling so far by Jaquavian Shoto, who has 4 tackles, and DJ Hudson with 3, followed by Landon Moore with 2. Again, 37-7, the score on the scoreboard as we get ready for the second half here. And Greg Flynn, it has been a flurry of offense from the number 1 ranked Oak Grove Warriors.
The good news, I think Kay Barnett has peaked in the first quarter. He peaked because they scored on their first 5 drives, they scored touchdowns. Then they scored a field goal. Then they scored nothing. So they've been steadily going down in offensive production. So therefore, if they peaked in the first quarter, then they got nothing left in the tank for the second half.
You, my friend, are the forever optimist, and we'll go with that. We'll hope that. But
well, I mean, the statistics don't lie, right?
Yeah, I guess so. It doesn't matter that the clock maybe ran off right there going into the half. But man, it's been a difficult first half, and Kay Barnett is only a junior, and he looked fantastic from warm-ups when we were watching him up here way before the game started, and he just continued that onto the field. Again, if you're just now joining us, Jerry Johnson went down about halfway through the second quarter. He went off with some assistance, and I believe that the professor –
No, is that Jerry Johnson
perhaps is let's see. We're trying to look to see if Jerry Johnson is running back on the field. He was sitting over on the bench. Word is potentially an ankle sprain, but we'll try to see if we can get an update for you as soon as we have another word. But the professor does have head coach Justin Hunter, so we'll send it down to the professor.
All right. Coach, not exactly the way we scripted the first half, but we're not out of this thing yet. What did you tell your players at halftime?
Just to shake off what all has happened. We hadn't anything go our way, and that's for a lot of different reasons. They were a great team. We hadn't executed. We hadn't got the calls in and stuff like that. Told them let's play as hard as we can these next 2 quarters, not look up at the scoreboard. A lot of positive energy, and that's what you do right here. You just try to focus on getting better right here, looking ahead. You know what I'm saying, and just keep playing. Don't look at the scoreboard.
Well, some good things that I saw. We had some open receivers. We hit the big play to Alex down there.
Missed the old one. Been practicing all week, and he threw off his back leg. And then bad low snap on the punt. You know, kind of brought him down. His knee drug. Just a bad deal. You know, if he punts it, we flip the field. You know, I mean, that's just something that can't happen to come down here and beat a good team, and it happened to us. So.
Right. Well, I know the guys are going to come out pumped up and ready to go, and like I said, we're not out of this thing yet.
That's right. They're going to come out and play really hard and with a lot of energy right here for dang sure.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Roy, that's you know, it's like I said, I'm hoping that the Oak Grove peaked in the first quarter.
Oh yeah, I agree. And like you said, we did play better in the second quarter. We held them to a lot less points. There are some positive things, and like you said, we missed the plays that were there, like throwing off the back foot early in the first quarter on our second play of the game, I think. Of course, the knee on the ground. We don't need those things. You know, it's what we were talking about in my classroom, that we got to have a clean game, and we haven't had that yet, but we're still okay. We've had the open receivers. We've had the guys running in the open, and all we have to do is hit them, and we're back in this thing.
Well, I do see that Jay Bird has come out. He's warming up at the 15-yard line, but still very gimpy on that leg. So you think we'll see him in the second half?
I don't know. They're kind of taking it cautiously with him. He said that he felt like it was when he had his high ankle sprain last year. He said it kind of feels the same way. The trainer has cleared him depending on how he feels, so they're cautious with him right now.
Well, we're still going to have a big game next week against Brandon. I mean, it's going to be an all or nothing game. It looks like if this score holds, next week's game against Brandon is for everything.
Right, and you don't want to take the chance if he is a little gimpy and take the chance of hurting him worse to where he can't play next week when it all boils down to next week. So
there you can see number 4 right there in your screen on the 9-yard line. And he's giving it a go, but it doesn't look like he's got a whole lot of confidence in putting weight on that too much.
Yeah, and I agree with the professor down there. Wise words from Roy Harper. When, you know, this one is a 30-point game, and you want to have some momentum you carry next week into Brandon, but at the same time, if it is a win or go home game next week against the Bulldogs, you want to have all of your weapons at your disposal, including Jerry Johnson. So we'll see, as you can see him there limping gingerly on the left side of your screen, whether he chooses to give it a go here in the second half.
All right, that'll do it for the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime. When we come back, the second half kickoff between the Pirates and the Warriors from Oak Grove.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a pirate.
At Raising Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to RaisingCanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
Welcome back to Oak Grove. We are ready for the second half, and the Georgia Blue kickoff is in the air, and that will sail into the end zone for a touchback. And the Pirates will start with the football at the 20-yard line. But we do have a flag down. Not too many flags in the first half. It was a much cleaner half than we've had the past few weeks, but This one's down at the 44.
Yeah, that one going to be offside. Looked like a couple of Warriors had run past the ball before Michael Owens could get his right foot into it. And the Pirates will take that penalty against Oak Grove, their third of the night, and make them re-kick.
So Georgia Blue just gets another mention as we will have another Georgia Blue kickoff. Back deep will be Jalen Kendrick sitting in for.
Actually, I think that's going to be. No, you're right. Jalen Kendrick looked like Alex Spires. Sometimes
That's two times tonight. Usually my eyes fail me. That's 2 times.
You were correct. The third time will be a strike. I'll mute my mic.
There's we have Shoto and Kendrick back deep. Let's see if this one is returnable after backing it up 5 yards. And it is in the air, and Shoto's going to have a chance. He'll take it in at the 5. Bringing it up the middle to the 20. Puts his head down. Over the 25 to the 26-yard line. That's where Shade Foster will lead the offense out. Looks like it will be our normal back. Jamari, I see, is out there.
Does not look like Jaybird will start the second half as Kendrick, Errant, Thompson, and Alex Spot field to start this first drive.
All right, let's see what we talked about at halftime. Have some success against this defense. Give it to Jamari, and he finds a little bit of room to roll. He's going to push that out to the 29.
Good job by Hayden Jackson on the pull there, along with, I believe that was Reed Grantham perhaps. Jamari Thompson running through, but only able to pick up a couple as Oak Grove continues to sit in this 5-2 defense, 5 defensive linemen, and the 2 guys on the edge are coming hot each and every down.
Their linebacker, Zach Little, there here on the near side, the closest linebacker to us, number 19. He is so fast. Now there they go. Now they're going to send 6. Pressure. They get it away, and then they close on the screen very quickly. I wanted to say that the football came out, but they're going to say he was down, and that's going to be a loss back to the 26. And we will have a long Pearl Pool 3rd down and 11, almost 12.
Yeah, Jaquavian Shoto came in motion and then kind of just sat right there waiting on the screen pass, but Oak Grove has read both of our screens very well tonight. Jamari Thompson was tackled on the backfield earlier. That time they tackled Shoto for about a 3 or 4 yard loss, and this very well disciplined Drew Causey Oak Grove defense stuffs us again.
There goes Shoto in motion. Shade,
go Shade.
Steps up. He's got a lot of room. Again, you beat that pressure out over the 40. Helmet to helmet hit out at the 43-yard line, and that will be a Renaissance Bank first down, but man, somebody's cage got rattled on that one.
Shade Foster putting a charge into this Pirate offense, and the senior leader taking things on his shoulders as he knew he had to get about 12 for the first down, lowers his head, runs through the linebacker, number 32, Chandler Ducksworth, and a big pickup and another first down run for Shade Foster tonight.
Boy, I wish that it would have been a penalty on Oak Grove. He just rang Shade's bell right there. Seems to be just fine, no cobwebs. So first down. Shade giving that ball off. There goes the T-train out to the 49, almost to midfield.
Good patience by Jamari Thompson following Hayden Jackson into the hole. Hayden Jackson picks up the linebacker. Jamari Thompson runs through the open gap and picks up a good 6-yard gain on first down.
Again, if you can just get past that first wave of pressure, easier said than done, though. There's another run. There's Jamari. He gets past it. Going to be very close to the first down, right at the spot at the 47 of the Warriors, and they will indeed move the chains, courtesy of Renaissance Bank.
Jamari Thompson gets up a little gingerly after that run for a first down, and you don't see that happen a whole lot with that 240-pound back. As he's been quite healthy across the season. He's going to kneel down on the far side and let the trainers look at him. Shoto will take the backfield now.
Shoto looking for some room. He's going to get hemmed up, though. Be dropped for a gain of 1. That's just tough because that's just good defense right there, closing the hole. So second down and 9. Shoto stays in the backfield. Then you've got Spires one-on-one here. You've got Kendrick one-on-one at the top. Shade steps up through the pressure. He's going to pull it down again. He's going to run inside the 40 to the 35, and Renaissance Bank move the chains again on the legs of Shade Foster.
Shade Foster just feeling his way through the pocket. As he drops back, that pressure comes from the right and left, so he steps up in the pocket, but good coverage down the field. Shade sees a lot of green, and he says, why not run it? And for the second time on this drive, Shade runs for a big first down.
And it's there. Again, you step up, beat that first wave, man, there's a lot of room to roll because they're all manned up everywhere else. So from the Warrior 35, Shade handing the ball off to Shoto. Now they're kind of loosening up that Oak Grove defense. Now down to the 30, a pickup of 5.
Continuing to find success. Continuing to find success is this Pirate rushing game. Shade Foster now with 53 yards rushing on 4 carries. He's now the leading ball carrier and has been for most of the night for these Pearl Pirates. Good news for Pearl. Jamari Thompson checks back in after kind of getting dinged a few plays ago.
So 2nd and 5 from the Oak Grove 30. Shade going to pass. Throwing it deep. One-on-one. That ball's intercepted as it was just a little short, returning it out of the Oak Grove end. There's a flag down. He's going to be brought down at the 42-yard line. We will check the flag.
Interception was made by Jalen Abram, who was running stride for stride with Jaquavian Shoto. And as you said, Greg, that Shade Foster pass a little bit underthrown. And Abram took advantage of that, picked it off and ran it all the way back to the 43-yard line. And the penalty is going to be a sideline warning against the Pirates on the interception. And, man, that one hurts as the Pirates are finally gaining some offensive momentum. First real drive of the game. And that one, Shade felt the pressure, left it a little bit short. And Abram, the recipient of the Pirates' second turnover of the night.
Boy, and this penalty is going to take the ball over midfield into Pirate territory. So the Havard Realty penalty will be setting Oak Grove up in some prime real estate at the Pirate 45. Make that the 44. That's all you need. Give them an even shorter field. So now we'll see what the defense, their first time out here in the second half. There's a handoff. Defense closes quickly, gain to the 41, but that's it.
Handoff to Cortland Harris, and Cortland Harris was met by DJ Hudson, who'd come up from his safety spot to make first contact. Helped out by a host of other Pirates. Colin Love also in there in the secondary on this drive.
So 2nd down and 7 now. Fake the handoff, rolling out is Barnett. He's going to heave it deep. He's got a man. And that ball should have been intercepted by Jalen Kendrick, but it is knocked down.
Yeah, good job by Jalen Kendrick, who first pass he's really covered all season long as he's in there for the injured Jerry Johnson. And Jalen Kendrick was beat, but closed in and did a great job. Would have loved to have him pull that one down for an interception, but just great closing speed by the lengthy Jalen Kendrick to deflect that one away and force a 3rd down.
So a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 7. Barnett back to pass. Rolling out to his right. Fakes it. Man, he just turns that corner, sticks the ball out. He is very, very athletic as he beat Tristan Carpenter there to the corner, and that's going to pick up a 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Barnett knew exactly what he needed and saw the coverage down the field. Gives a little quick pump fake there to try to get Tristan Carpenter to bite on it. And then Barnett just uses his speed to the outside. And Greg Flynn, I'm going to throw a comparison out. Barnett very Vince Young-like. Do you buy it? Do you buy it?
I remember that. I'll buy that. He's very smart. Did you see how he stuck the ball out to get another extra yard?
Yep.
Now he's going to throw it deep. He's got a man. Not quite there. Couldn't sandwich that ball in between the coverage. Kendrick over there, as was Shoto.
And it's just as quickly as I compared him to Vince Young, one of the few bad throws of the night from Barnett, as he did kind of throw into double coverage, also threw off his back foot. And I guess if you're Drew Causey, you'll take the incompletion rather than a force into an interception. Ball falls to the turf, and that sets up 2nd and 10.
Harris is his running back, just off of his right hip. Now he'll go in motion, giving him 5 wide receivers. Looking for the wheel route. He will throw over to Harris. Good stop over there on the far side by Shoto. And he dropped him immediately. Open field tackle.
Yeah, that's man-on-man coverage, linebacker on running back, but Shoto a little bit more like a cornerback than a linebacker. Kind of plays that rover position, and Shoto read that one all the way. He says, I catch those on offense when I play, so I know how that play works. Good job by Shoto on a great tackle.
That was a perfect form tackle right there. So now a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 10. 5 wide go out. Barnett throws over the middle. That ball is complete. It will be a 1st down at the 16.
And another guy. Another guy. We've called so many wide receiver names tonight. For the first time, we'll call Daniel Dawson, number 4, the junior who ran a slant route perfectly across the middle. Surprise, Barnett hits him right on the number. Landon Moore brings him down. And Oak Grove now inside the Pirate red zone, threatening to score and extend this 37-7 lead.
Here we go, 5 wide again. Pirates will blitz. They beat it with a screen, and it's a walk-in touchdown.
And now J.Q. Gray adds a touchdown to his statistical sheet for the night. A perfectly run wide receiver screen. Oak Grove read the blitz the whole way. Barnett put it right on the money, and J.Q. Gray walked in untouched to stretch out this lead now to 43-7 Oak Grove.
Well, the extra point to follow. It is up, and it is good. We will go side by side as Oak Grove takes control, 44-7.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just more we can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
All right, we're back ready for a Georgia Blue kickoff as the Pirates had success the first time they had the football in the 3rd quarter. Ended in an interception. We'll see if we can put another positive drive together here. 44-7 our score. 3:14 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Georgia Blue kickoff is away. Shoto will take it in at the 2. Crossing the 10, 20. He's got room on the right side. Dragged down, and that's been a familiar spot for us tonight. We're going to start at the 32-yard line. Started several drives right there around the 30.
Yeah, Jaquavian Shoto is going to sleep very well tonight. He is a workhorse for the Pirates, especially now with Jerry Johnson sitting out what appears to be that he will sit out this second half after getting dinged up there in the first half. And Shoto has been in on almost every single play since then, defensively making stops, running, catching passes, and also returning quick.
Here we go. We're going to try that little wishbone again. Austin Knight in the game. Hand it off to Jamari, but nothing doing there for the big fella.
Actually, I believe the ball was given to Austin Knight on that run.
They're going to give him a gain of 1. Out to the 34. I think that was Jamari. It's hard to tell in the wishbone.
It was Jamari, guys, that had it.
Yeah. That's
strike 3. I'm out.
That's number 3.
Strike 3.
Here goes.
That time it was Shoto.
Shoto, and he can't find anything there on the left side.
Little wishbone formation about the third time we've gone to it tonight, and it's really struggling to find momentum against this 5-man defensive front, and we're going to get a stoppage of play as Leo McIntyre is a little slow getting up after blocking there on that last play. You see him there, number 50. Trainers have come out, and Justin Hunter is pointing out to the official why he's on the field, because it's an injury timeout. We'll see who will check in to fill in Big Leo's spot.
I believe number 75 went in.
75 will be Bradley Keenan, the junior offensive lineman. Will step in to fill in for the senior Leo McIntyre.
Also looked like I saw Brady Boykin in the game,
along with Cody Arms.
Their whistles. And a timeout now by the Pirates. We'll take it with them with 1:34 left in the third.
Life is hard, crazy, and chaotic, but you weren't designed to do life alone. The Exchange is a church family in the heart of Pearl that exists to see people exchange their old life for new life in Christ and live out their purpose. We're a family built on truth, hope, and love that realizes no one is perfect. We're a family you can belong to. Join us for our gathering Sundays at 9:30 or 11 a.m. in person or online. Why live life alone when you can experience the joy of family?
It starts out as one of those things you're going to do one of these days. A new town, a new adventure. When one day becomes today, we'll be there to help you write the next chapter in the book of you, with options to make your banking fit your life, no matter how much of an adventure your life may be. Trustmark, people you trust, advice that works.
Out on the Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 9. Shade, he's pressured. He's going to roll out, hit the play. And it's going to be short of the first down. He's going to complete that to Spires.
We got 2 Oak Grove Warriors injured, Greg, as I know we see that the play fell short of first down, but 2 Oak Grove Warriors, I believe they did damage, to each other. One guy hit the other guy low, and looks like one player has hopped up off the turf. The other one is still down, and trainers are out pretty quickly there to the 33-yard line. Can't get a number on him. Professor, I'm not sure if you can see who that is for Oak Grove.
Well, we'll step aside as they work this injury. 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
All right, the injured player working his way off the field is Nicky Cox.
Looks like he's walking off under his own power, so good news for him. But the Pirates faced with 4th and 5, and I think you got to kick this one away, don't you, Greg Flynn?
Well, you know, it's
with the ball sitting where it is.
Well, Shade's out there. I mean, yeah, he's going to drop back to punt. Shade will try and flip this field a little bit. Good snap this time. Kick is away. End over end punt will be taken in at the 29. Pirates trying to converge. Nice tackle there made by Austin Knight. As not much of a gain. They'll give him out to the 38-yard line.
35 yards on the Shade Foster kick. And as we get ready for this series, if you just tuned into us, yes, the score is 44-7, and it was Oak Grove early and Oak Grove often. By the end of the first quarter, 27-0. Oak Grove Warriors Pirates finally put their first touchdown and only touchdown on the board with 2:13 remaining in the second quarter to make it 37-7. Score now 44-7. Number one team in the quarterback now in the game.
And Nickelberry is going to bring down
Matthew Pollard, number 15.
That time the defense able to swarm as more of a running quarterback. I didn't see Cabe on too many up the middle runs. You know, he kind of spreads them out to the outside. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 12 minutes to go in this one as Pirates find themselves on the short end right now, 44-7.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Well, the backup quarterback in the game is going to hand the ball off, and it's going to be a big gain for Eugene Newell Jr., another one of the backups, as Coach Causey has called off the Dogs, but his second teamers are running it right down the field, and it's going to be first down for the Warriors at the 20-yard line of the Pirates.
Athletes abound for this number one ranked Oak Grove Warrior offense. Newell already with one touchdown tonight. Now Harris will check back into the backfield next to number 15, Matthew Pollard, the backup quarterback.
Pollard, he'll hand it off to Harris. He's going to be dragged down by Shoto. Boy, it's not for lack of effort by Jaquavian Shoto tonight. And they're landing more, helping him out to finish him off. Showtime just hasn't had a chance to show off tonight, but he is certainly playing extremely hard on both sides of the football. No gain on that play. Second down and 10. Pollard going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down by Tristan Carpenter. Nickelberry also in on that tackle. Bring up a Pearl Pool, third down and 10. All the Pirates starters still in the game.
Statistically, through 3 quarters, Oak Grove with 70 yards on the ground, the Pirates with 112. Through the air, Oak Grove 271, the Pirates only 45. Total yardage tonight, Oak Grove 341, the Pirates 153.
Pollard's going to keep it himself and runs into a brick wall as Malachi Porter and Tristan come up with big sticks here. Watch this. Boom. Just nowhere to go. We told you Malachi's a big hitter. We highlighted him in the pregame, and he can make a stick like that and make you think about it. Tristan getting up a little slow after that play. So it is 4th down.
Waiting on a holder is Oak Grove. Michael Owens out there ready to kick the field goal, his second of the night, and waiting on a holder. Looks like Kay Barnett going to run out there.
And we're going to get a timeout. As Coach Causey looked over, said call timeout. And we'll take one with him as they set up for this field goal attempt.
WPBP and PMB TV would like to thank our latest sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is located at 403 Riverwind Drive. With over 32 different types of donuts, they can take care of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can now choose from their menu of sandwiches, wraps, and muffins. And don't forget the drinks. Along with coffee, espressos, and lattes for your morning drive, they also have soft drinks, cold brew coffees, and smoothies. The Pearl Pirates run on Dunkin' Donuts.
Hey Pearl Pirates, this is your staff at Elite Physical Therapy. We are now open next to Hines Community College off of Highway 80. So whether you get hurt on or off the field, we are here to help. We accept most insurances and offer convenient scheduling. With hours from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., we are sure to find a time that fits for you.
So if pain has you down, don't worry. Come see us at Elite Physical Therapy.
Go Pirates!
So Michael Owens now on the field. He's going to attempt a 36-yard field goal. And he boomed that one. That thing just sails into the sawgrass back behind the goalposts. So it's 47-7 now. And the Pirate offense will head back out. This is just one of those, I don't know if you just chalk it up to playing a very talented number 1 team in the Warriors, because clearly our defense has not been this susceptible all year long. I mean, even against Zy McDonald and Ridgeland, who to this point was the best quarterback that we had played against, he didn't have this kind of success. I have to say that it's just got to be how great Kay Barnett is.
Yeah, final numbers for Kay Barnett as we assume that his night is done. He ends the night 13 of 19 for 271 and 5 touchdowns. 13 completions, 5 of those go for touchdowns tonight for Kay Barnett, and he's only a junior, ladies and gentlemen. Quick update from some other scores happening around the region, around the state tonight. This one's the other big one in Region 3 6A. The Bulldogs of Brandon lead Northwest Rankin 28-21. A Cam Marion touchdown just in the last couple of minutes. Cut that one. Brandon did lead 28-14, so 28-21 in the fourth quarter. Petal gets the win over George County tonight in a forfeit. Madison Central leads Germantown 31-0. South Panola Warren Central tied at 21, and Oxford is stormed back to take a 26-20 lead over Hernando.
So the Pirates set up 1st and 10 at the 20. Hand off to Jamari. Make it out to the 24, a gain of 4. Bryant, maybe Jamari's going to work this entire drive to get you your 60 yards that he said he was going to get to 1,000.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, and we need Jamari to do. He only has 25 yards tonight going into the fourth quarter, so I need him to pick up a good 35 here to try to get to 60 and cross that 1,000-yard mark for the season. This definitely Jamari's season low so far against a really, really good Oak Grove defense.
And they close the left side. Jamari falls over the 25 to the 26. So it'll bring up a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 4.
Going to have to put it in the air here as Cody Arms checks out. Looks like our receivers will be Boykin and Spires.
Boykin here to the near side, number 88. So he's going to hand it off to Jamari. They'll be very close. I think just a hair short of the first down at the 29. As he fought for it and fell forward, trying to get that second effort. Look at him pushing his way through there. Taking number 7 for a ride. Gets that ball almost out there to the 30. And we're going to go for it. Why not? 4th down and 1. I mean, put it in the hands of Jamari, right? And just see if he can get you that yard. Now we're going to shift. 5 seconds on the play clock. 4. Snap to Jamari. Going that side, and he's going to pick up the first down. Out to the 32-yard line. Renaissance Bank will move the chains.
Good job by the pulling Hayden Jackson along with Connor McHenry, who does some long snapping duties for us, but also in there kind of at a halfback tight end position, help opening the way for Jamari Thompson to pick up a first down and a few more yards.
Boy, and big kudos out there to Leo McIntyre. You could tell he is not feeling all that great, but he is giving it a go. Give it to Jamari again. He's going to push his way out to the 34-yard line. You know, that's one thing. Leo, he is so tough that he doesn't want to come out of the game. He may be playing at 70%, but he's going to give you all that 70%.
Leo, a guy who played tight end for the last couple of years for the Pirates, already has a few Division I offers. But
also a very good basketball player, too.
Yep, but made the move over to tackle so he could be on the field for every single play and make the biggest difference for his team.
Shade's going to loft one up and nearly intercepted as Spires was well covered out there. That time they had help over the top.
Yeah, for the first time tonight we've seen 2 Oak Grove defenders on one receiver. That time it was Keon Pryor who was in coverage on Alex Spires down the field, and good job by Pryor making a play on the ball. Spires was kind of stumbling, and Spires stumbling at the feet of Pryor is really what distracted him from making the interception.
Pearl Poole, 3rd down, give it to Jamari. Oh, look at him just put his head down and plow the road out to the 41. He's going to be about a half a yard short of a first down, but this is what the T-Train does. Look at that. I tell you what, that number 24, Jalen Martin's going to remember that hit tomorrow. 4th and a yard. We're going to go for it. Jamari, little nimble, spins his way for the first down and drags defenders out towards midfield to the 49-yard line. I'm telling you, Jamari's trying to get you your 60.
And he is well on his way. Jamari in a 40-point deficit right now, running like he's running for the game-winning touchdown. Great effort by the 240-pound junior there in the backfield, and he's going to check out. Shoto will check in, and that's going to hurt what I want, Greg Flynn. We got to get him to 1,000.
Well, he needs to take a breath.
I do agree. He's been running hard.
He's a big boy now. Even Zeke has to come out from time to time. There's an option, and then, Shade had no option. And so he's going to get swallowed up for no gain. There is a flag on the far side in front of the Pirate bench.
They're going to get us for a false start, it looks like.
And it will be a Havard Realty penalty of a false start. So we'll get to do that play over again. -5 yards. Well, we'll see if Coach Causey wants it. Yep, he says back it up. You know, I do have to say this. In a 47-7 game, man, the offensive line is still driving hard. Jamari Thompson's still running hard. That's just the nature of this team. You know, we may be down on the scoreboard big, but they are fighting till the end, and I applaud them for their effort tonight. That is for sure. Here goes Shoto, bouncing it to the outside, shedding tacklers. Going to get some of that penalty yardage back. Looks like they're going to give him the 47.
Jaquavian Shoto bouncing there to the outside, breaking a couple of tacklers, not the biggest guy on the roster, but one of the biggest hearts as he fights his way to the outside to make up a few yards from the last penalty.
2nd down and 12. Shade's going to throw. Here they come. He completes it to Shoto. Stumbles just a bit. It's going to be a positive play. I understand our game is now being shown out in the parking lot at Trustmark Park, where the good folks are enjoying the Pearl Day concert. Frank Foster took the stage and just wrapped up. And I know everybody out there is waiting for the main man to come out. Mr. Jamie Johnson coming up at 9:30. So we hope you're enjoying your time at Pearl Day out at Trustmark Park. 3rd down and 9. A Pearl Pool 3rd and 9. Shoto remains in the game. Clock running under 2:50 now. Give it to Shoto. Looking for holes. He doesn't care. He's a little fella. He doesn't care. Just put your head down and try and knock him down.
Shoto running with no regard for his own body as he runs right into an Oak Grove defender who's able to get leverage on him and pick him up. Another one pops him, but Shoto holds on to it, continues to run hard here, and now we'll face our 4th down option here of this drive. Converted on the last 2 with Jamari Thompson in the game. This time going to be a little bit further, and Shoto will be next to Shade Foster in the backfield.
4th and 5. Here comes the pressure. Shade's going to throw it. Had Shoto for just a second, but defense closed quickly, and it will be a turnover on downs with 1:53 showing.
See here on the River Trust replay, Shade Foster forced out to his right. A really difficult throw to make. Shade put it where it had to be, but Shoto had double coverage on him and was trying to look through the face mask of a defender to try to make that catch. And the turnover will be made on downs, and Oak Grove will take possession what you believe will be one last time with 1:53 remaining and a 40-point lead on the scoreboard. It's been all Oak Grove from the get-go tonight.
There's a handoff by Pollard. Pirates stack that up. Nyquez Wade, haven't called his name out tonight. Jeremy Jackson in there on that tackle.
Again, Oak Grove jumped out to a 6-0 lead just 27 seconds into the game, and by the end of the first quarter, it was 27-0 Oak Grove, the number 1 team in the state. Pirates able to put on a touchdown on the scoreboard with 2 minutes remaining before the half. It was 37-7, and here in the second half, Oak Grove has added on another 10 to make it 47-7 Warriors over your Pirates.
Shoto just doesn't quit. He is in there. Was in on the last tackle, comes in on that tackle too. Tip your cap there to Mr. Shoto. Jaquavian is just throwing his body all around, and he has got to be worn out.
Yeah, he was in there on that 4th down attempt. The pass fell incomplete, and he never left the field. Just walked right over to the defensive side of the ball in his linebacker position, and that's a guy who gives 100% effort no matter what he does tonight. And having to do a little extra lifting and carrying of this team as Jerry Johnson was dinged up in the second quarter and is not playing here in the second half.
So this should be the final play of the game. And Oak Grove's going to hand it off. It will go nowhere. And that will do it. As the Warriors do not have to run another play. And they are going to win this one big, going away by 40 points, 47-7. And that is officially your final score as Oak Grove beats our Pirates. And they keep their record perfect. They keep their number 1 ranking. And Pearl now faces a all-or-nothing game next week against the Brandon Bulldogs. As if our rivalry doesn't need to have any more on the line, it will now be the winner goes to the playoffs. The loser's season is over.
Hey, guys.
Go ahead, Roy.
Hey, I'm here with Coach Hunter. If we want to go ahead and get to this interview.
Yep, go ahead,
Yeah,
Roy.
go ahead.
All right. Coach, tough loss tonight, but looking at the big picture, next week is what matters.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we hadn't thought any about Brandon. I told the kids I don't want to think about them. I want to worry about this one, And we knew it was a tough challenge coming down here. I thought we were going to compete a little bit better. We had some things go against us early on, and then we just kind of never battled back through it. For whatever reason. We'll go back, look at the film, and try to figure out what exactly happened overall, and see why we didn't have any more success than we did.
All right. Well, after the first quarter, from the second quarter on, the defense kind of stiffened up. I think we only allowed like 20 points. I know they had some subs in here in the second half, but that really doesn't matter. We stiffened up and played well. Are you pleased with that effort that they showed?
Yeah, I mean, early on we had some communication errors. For whatever reason, it's inexcusable, but for whatever reason, we had trouble getting the call to all 11 players. We had 10 players playing one thing, which is why they got wide open a couple times. But, they played a lot better. I thought the second half they played a lot better, And offensively, we had a couple drives. We got in there, threw an interception in the end zone, and then right there, we had a decent little drive going and just got pressure, had a tight end running free right there. And, like I said, we talk about the 3 E's, energy, effort, and execution, and we did not execute tonight. Our energy was there. Our effort was there for the most part. But then both of those died down after our execution wasn't very good.
Well, Coach, I know we're disappointed, but next week, big rivalry game. We win, we're in the playoffs.
It is, and we shouldn't have to get the kids fired up to play Brandon. I mean, it's the best rivalry in the state of Mississippi. They know each other. We know their coaches. Our administrators know each other. All that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be fun. I'm glad we're hosting them. It'll be a big time game, big time atmosphere, and we have to use our so what, know what mantra and go up from here. Obviously, but I think our kids will be ready. And we're gonna put together a plan. I'll start watching film on the bus ride home, to be honest with you. And, just try to put something together, give our kids a chance to win. So.
All right. Well, I know we're going to be ready next week, Coach, and tough loss, but I look forward to next week's game.
Right. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Coach. All right, guys.
Roy, so at least from your perspective down there, do you think that it looks like Jay Bird will be a go next week, or is it still up in the air?
No, I think he's going to be a go. He hurts. He's hurting. There's no doubt about that. But coming in for Brandon, I feel 99.9% sure that he's going to be a go. I don't see him not wanting to get into that game, and I wonder how much of him not wanting to play the second half was him not wanting to take that chance, like what I talked about at halftime, not wanting to take that chance to hurt and not be able to get into the game next week.
Gotcha. Well, Roy, you go get warm. Good job tonight. And we will see you for Brandon.
All right, thanks, guys. Y'all have a safe ride home.
You too, sir. So it's a rough night. I mean, you just don't talk about a lot of 40-point defeats that the Pirates have suffered. But this was, we did make mistakes.
Yep.
And, yes, to Justin Hunter said we had some communication errors. But to take nothing away from this Oak Grove team. I mean, they are just very, very good.
They're number one in the state for a reason,
Yeah.
and we saw that tonight. An offense that came in averaging 45 points a game in region play. They did 2 better than that with 47 tonight. They only give up 16 a game. They did 9 better than that tonight, if my math's right. Or would that be right? Yeah, they only give up 7 tonight. And so, this is a very, very good offense and a very, very good defense, and that makes for a great team. Drew Causey does a great job down here and a really strong Oak Grove Warrior program. And tonight, or I guess next week, the good news is there won't be a guy named Kay Barnett on the field.
No, and it's, I guess, what was the yardage? They more than doubled us up. They had close to 400 total yards.
376 total yards tonight, what Oak Grove ends with. 150, I believe, for 192 for the Pirates tonight.
So we didn't crack 200, but again, the kids never quit. Jamari kept running hard. Jaquavian Shoto, that entire offensive line continued to push its way through. And, again, you look for a positive out of this. Pearl's going to come in ticked off that they lost this game like this.
Yep.
So you're already going to play Brandon, and now you're going to have a just really mad Pearl Pirate team. Meanwhile, on the other side, you have Brandon, who at Northwest Rankin was winning.
That's right. We're up 42-21. It was a 28-21 game. Brandon now up 42-21, hosting Northwest Rankin tonight. So they're going to come in riding a high next week.
They're going to be feeling very good about themselves, maybe too good about themselves after a Northwest Rankin game. And you have Pearl coming in just with a bad taste in their mouth. So it should be an unbelievable rivalry game next week. Well, that's going to do it for us, and we're going to let you all get to bed. Those of you that have been watching, we appreciate it. For those of you that were watching us out at the Pearl Day concert, we hope you enjoy Jamie Johnson. So for the Professor Roy Harper, for Bryant May, I'm Greg Flynn. Until next week at Brandon, remember, folks, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
Thank you for watching PMB Sports. The preceding broadcast is copyrighted by Pearl Municipal Broadcasting for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the written consent of Pearl High School or PMB is prohibited.